New recession indicator just dropped. I work at a dental office and people keep mass canceling their appointments because everyone keeps losing their insurance coverage. Gee, I wonder what that could mean.
What's your personal recession indicator? I'll start. For me, I have been getting a tattoo every year for my birthday since I turned 18. I turned 26 in a few weeks, and this is the first year I simply cannot afford to spare $300 for a tattoo. So
if you want to see how the economy is doing, look at the beauty industry. Recession indicator. Nobody wants to wear lashes anymore. Everybody's rocking their natural lashes. Nobody's getting their hair done anymore because the new thing is bringing back sew-ins and leave-outs and having your hairline, da-da-da-da-da. DIY hairstyles is everything. Princess nails. I haven't seen one person in long acrylic, stiletto, coffin nails in a very long time. Everybody got some short nails on. Look at the beauty industry. Recession indicator. Economic downturn. My guy, I didn't listen. I barely know what these words even mean, okay? Oh, and also another recession indicator. Everyone's talking about BBLs and how much they hate BBLs. The natural skinny bodies are back in town. Even me myself, I was talking about I don't care about having a big butt. Listen, I don't make the rules, I just observe them. And I think one of the worst parts about all of this is that all of those things are going to be tainted as, oh, cute, classy, mature, da-da-da-da-da. And then everything that we used to do is going to be ratchet, ghetto, hood. Watch.
Recession indicator. I just had a white lady with dreadlocks be my Uber driver, and she was like, can you please give me 5 stars on the app because I really need to get my rating up so I can get more rides. And I gave her 1 star because, you know what? Work a little hard.
My personal recession indicator is the fact that I just opened up my last jar of tomato sauce, my last jar of marinara, pasta sauce, whatever you want to call it. I just opened my last one. Obviously, this situation will be corrected as soon as physically able and not a second later. But genuinely, I thought this day would never come. Because when I moved into this apartment, I was like, if we have nothing else to eat, we will always have spaghetti with tomato sauce and a little bit of cheese. It has been my favorite meal since like childhood. It got me through pregnancy. My daughter loves it. I was like, yeah, sure, babe. Dairy product, grain/carb, vegetable. Like, we got this in the bag. Easy breezy. So I bought it in bulk. I'm cleaning out the fridge. We're out of cheese. Okay, happens. We eat a lot of cheese here. We are not out of pasta. But then I'm like thinking to myself, surely we have lots of tomato sauce. I bought tons of pasta sauce. We are fine. I make dinner, pasta, per norm. I check my pantry. 1 jar. 1 jar. Nation has been in shambles for a while now, but never like this. These are times I have not perceived before.
5 things trending this summer that are actually just recession indicators. The first one that I've noticed is skinny talk is on the rise. There's so much promotion of eating less and being okay with it. The next thing is short nails. I've been seeing so many different places that are predicting the trend of short nails coming back. They're calling them princess nails now. So not only are short nails going to be trending, but natural nails in general, even if they're longer, are going to be trending. Underconsumption and minimalism trending. Been a minimalist. I've been one since about 2020, the last time that we had almost like a mini recession. There's always going to be minimalists and underconsumers out there, but the push for the mass public to get involved, that's when you notice there's something else going on. The next one is large groups of people quitting fake tanning. And you're gonna see that rise of natural features being popular during recession eras because it costs money to change things about yourself. This falls under the same branch as the nail. You're also gonna see a large group of people go back to their natural hair colors, or maybe even grown out roots are going to be popular again. And last but not least, the child-free movement. There's already a large amount of people talking about waiting to have kids, but now you're gonna see a lot more people talking about how they're definitely not having kids. And a lot of that is knowing that a recession is coming or nearing. So people cannot even bear the thought of having children right now. The craziest part about a lot of this is corporate companies already know this, and they know what to drive and push to get more sales out of you, even in a recession era. I've been promoting natural features for years, so basically the biggest recession indicator is people are starting to agree with me. That was definitely not the case a few years ago. My account has always been promoting your natural beauty anyways, so if you need help in that process, feel free to follow for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this.
The one recession indicator that I'm personally enjoying is the fact that when a new restaurant opens, it immediately has a happy hour. When COVID happened, all of the happy hours dispersed. went the way of the dodo bird, like didn't exist anymore. And now a restaurant will open 2 weeks ago. I get an email that it has a happy hour, like Cache 310 just opened in the Loop. I got an email today about a happy hour. That is the one thing, one recession indicator that I am thoroughly enjoying and in support of.
No, girl, he does not want us talking. Do you want to know why he doesn't want us talking? I might speak common sense into you. I might be like, hey, so let's just look at some things really quick. Do we think this is the best moving forward with all of the other components added into life right now? Like, he knows that you might listen to me. He does not want us talking, babe. No.
No, because I'm going to tell y'all what a real recession indicator is. Watch this. I just went on a first date with this guy, right? Okay. First date. Keep that in mind. One of the questions that this man asked me on this date was, how much are you spending in groceries every week? First of all, why are you asking me that? Second of all, you don't need that information unless you finna fill up my house with groceries. So are you finna fill my house up with groceries? I asked him. He's like, I can. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, why would any man ask you on the first date how much you are spending in groceries if this is not a recession indicator? What timeline are we on, friends? Which one are we in right now? Because I feel like I'm in the twilight zone.
Do you guys know what the biggest recession indicator is? No, it's not short nails, DIY stuff, not lip gloss drops, or even skinny talk. No. The biggest recession indicator is the fact that and I'm guilty of this, I am a victim of this, the fact that I swiped right on a white boy with blonde hair. Like, the world is ending. The world is ending. It's over. It's over, guys. This is man.
I don't know, my recession indicator, it's this bun that's in my head, because I thought about going to get my hair done. One day I was just like, you know what, I'm over it. I took a leave of my head. I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to book another hair appointment because I don't feel like going to the hair salon, paying for new bundles. So I'm like, I need new bundles. That's $400. On top of that, they're going to charge me $300 to do a sew-in. And how long is it really going to last me? And then they're not even going to care about my hair. They may even tell me to come wash and blow dried and still charge me $300. So I said, you know what? Forget all of that. I might as well go buy some Olaplex and take a shower at my house. And that's what I did. If you know me, you know I don't ever wear my natural hair out. This is the recession indicator because I'm just not paying them money anymore. I'm done. I'm like, I have to figure it out on my own because it's not the easy $700 tab to just get a sew-in. No, it doesn't fit in this month's budget, babe, or this year's, or even next. Not at all.
I just went to the nail salon a couple days ago. It made me realize that women really are the recession indicators. Back in September of last year, my husband lost his job, and so when I was still going to the nail salon, I would tell my nail tech, hey, like, I can't do my crazy funky designs anymore. I just want like French tip or just like a plain color. My nail tech then told me, kind of funny that I said that because he's noticed less customers in the nail salon, and when they do come in, they're pretty much the same. It's usually the girls who get a lot of design were getting less design because their husbands were losing their jobs. So he's like, I'm worried for my business. I'm losing a lot of customers. I turn around, I have no appointments. And I'm comparing it versus now in June of 2025, I went recently to my nail appointment and he said that those women have decided to still come in, but instead of usually getting their fill-ins every 2 to 3 weeks, they're now going for 4+ weeks. Like, he said that there's been customers that come in and their nails are like literally grown out to here, and he's like, I can't even charge them for a fill-in anymore because it's already a new set. So it's actually costing them more, but they think that they're spending less because they're waiting so much in between appointments. I let him know that that's kind of interesting because I was thinking about the red lipstick theory, or I guess you could call it the lipstick index, I think it's called. I'm not sure. I don't know. I heard about it literally through TikTok. I had never heard about this before. Lipstick sales go up when times are hard. Look at the people's nails around you. If they're usually someone who gets nail designs or what you notice when you look at other people's nails. What kind of nails are they getting? Are they getting regular, normal French tip nails, or are they getting like extravagant designs?
Yeah, so forget interest rates. The real recession indicator is the office fridge, okay? Tell me why I went this morning to go put my little burrito in the fridge this morning. The fridge was packed, okay? Oh, that's so small, Desi. No. The fridge used to be empty, okay? I used to have my pick of the litter of where my burrito went. It could be in the top shelf, in the side door, to the left, to the right, or whatever. When I'm telling you I had to make room for my burrito to fit in the fridge today, so you're telling me Dave the big spender, who's ballin', is bringing leftover spaghetti to work? Leftover casserole? Oh, so we're not doing sweet green. We're not doing kava. We're not doing Postmates. No. People are bringing what their wives made them last night. Okay? Recession indicator. And I know, again, you guys might think that's small, but I work in finance. I'm telling you right now, the vibes are off. Okay? I'm telling you, I've seen what I needed to see, and it was the office fridge today. When I tell you the fridge was packed, Tupperware is tight, yeah, I get the vibes right now. It's scary, okay?
Recession indicator I haven't seen anybody address is at the gym. It doesn't matter what time it is anymore. It's always busy. It's just busy. Nobody's supposed to be anywhere no more. Nobody has jobs. So it's just we're all here. And the people who do have jobs, they're on their Teams call, but ignoring it. It's muted, camera off. So like they're here, but you're really at work. This used to be a safe space for the truly unemployed. You get there, it's about 1 p.m., 2 p.m. It's just a bunch of different versions of you. Nobody has a haircut. Everyone's life is terrible. It's all in shambles. And we think we can fix it with calisthenics. It was good. We had a good thing going. But now there's way too many. We can't all not have a job. Somebody's got to work. Somebody has to cut out there. And if you wasn't feeling social, it was a safe period, right? It was after the morning workouts, those people go to their jobs, but it wasn't late enough that like the jobless are up. Like it was too early for them. It was around like 8:30 to like 10 would just kind of be a few of y'all. This economy is collapsing, and you can see it at the squat rack. Everybody has ass now. I'm walking around Midtown. Everybody has ass now.
Recession indicator, the rich don't want to be near you. I truly believe, and I'm seeing signs of this everywhere, where there are like new levels of exclusivity as people are like climbing the social ladder and trying to be around the rich, trying to be rich, all that stuff, trying to improve their lives. The people who are already in there, like the established rich and established wealthy, are moving away. There's like new tiers opening. Like airlines are now having more exclusive lounges that you can't get into with cards. Like it feels like each time, like the 90%, the 99% break that ceiling, or at least crack it. The rich build like another level with another glass ceiling. I don't know. It's really funny. And I think it's about to be even more severe now that we're kind of in decline.
Here's a few recession indicators you may not have noticed. 1. The growing number of people being admitted to hospitals with severe burns from water bottles. Why is that a recession indicator? People can't afford to heat their homes. Do you know how fucked up that is? 2. The nightlife scene is basically gone. People are like, it's dissipating, loads of things are closing down. No guys, it's gone. We're in spring. We had sunny days. It's a Friday night. There was nobody in the streets by 12:45. I was on the bus home at 1 a.m, leaving dinner. Nobody was around. People can't afford licenses. People can't afford to go out. People can't afford drinks. People can't afford to come home late in an Uber or spend money on an Uber that they could just use for something else. However, I did think in a recession people are meant to party more, but hey, I guess with everything closing down, where are they going to party? 3. Me and my friends want tricks for everyday things. This was a little bit of a joke, but before we'd be like, oh, like you just want a Birkin bag or a Chanel bag or something like that. We don't have either. At least me and this friend that I'm talking about. Now we're like, damn, wouldn't it be nice to shop in like Waitrose and maybe continue Pilates, maybe go back to therapy, maybe get some fucking braids, some knotless braids, some knotless bum left braids. Like, life is hard. The girls aren't dreaming about a trip to Turks and Caicos. They're dreaming about a trip to M&S.
One thing that I find so disturbing is that, like, I'm technically rich. Like, I'm technically upper middle class. I find that so disturbing. And I feel like this is really the mentality. A lot of upper middle class people don't feel like they're living luxuriously, so they convince themselves that they are actually just middle class or lower middle class. So like, I don't go on luxury vacations, I don't drive a fancy car, there's no way I'm upper middle class. But when you actually run the numbers of household income, because that's the truth right there, not your lifestyle, but your household income. And like, me and my fiance both have decent paying jobs, so our household income is higher than the national average, and we don't have kids, so like, our income to person ratio is looking really good. When you look at the average amount of money by median or average that people are making in the US. And that's crazy to me because like we live good, but we don't live great. And it's crazy to me that like you literally have to be upper middle class in order to like not stress out at the grocery store, to own a home, and to take some trips, like not fancy, maybe once or twice a year, because that's the type of life we're living. Like, we're not struggling for income every single month, but like, and we don't live paycheck to paycheck, but we don't not live paycheck to paycheck. Like, if the paycheck stopped coming, like there would be a problem. And like, we own a house. It's not incredibly fancy or incredibly huge or anything like that. It's like a pretty normal person house and like a honestly lower than average priced neighborhood with like lower than average schools around it. And like I said, we don't stress at the grocery store. We take 1 or 2 trips a year. We don't fly first class. We drive a lot of the times when we go on vacation if we just go to the beach or something like that. And like I said, and actually that's not even really true, because in the last year we've gone twice, but we went like 2 years without going on vacation, and that's part of why we could afford to do so. But yeah, that's just crazy to me, because on the day-to-day, it doesn't feel like I'm wealthy, and I'm not wealthy. But then when I think about it, I'm making more money than like the majority of Americans. And like, that's not good. Like, money's not going far. And most of us don't have that much of it. Because what I'm trying to say here is that I view my life as like a normal, financially stable, not wealthy, like quote unquote American standard of living, like normal. And it's crazy to me that I achieved that like normal standard of living with no children, to achieve that normal standard of living, you have to be pretty far above the normal average US income. Because that tells me that the vast majority of Americans are struggling at the grocery store, are having to look at the price of each thing. That vast majority of Americans are not able to take time off of work and go on trips and things like that. And again, when I say go on trips, it's not like I'm like in Dubai on a yacht. I'm talking about like getting an Airbnb in like Daytona Beach. Like, I'm talking about like a normal ass person vacation. And like, call me a liberal, call me a leftist, I think everyone has the right to get a fucking condo at the beach. I think everyone has the God-given right to go on a vacation once a year. I think that that's the civilized thing to do. And it's crazy that you have to be upper middle class to afford that.